So we will just start do some problem related to time response and its specification. So I will start fairly with simple looking problem. So it is to find a step response of a system. So I have a reference which is unit step. I have a system with transfer function 25 by s plus 4. There is 1 here and this is my ys. So there could be two ways to do this, right? One is apply the formula of yt, and if you remember, this essentially was based on omega n and zeta. So okay, first let's see how the closed loop looks like. The closed loop transfer function here is ys by rs, that is 25 by s square plus 4s plus 25, and this is the form of omega n square s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square, second order system. Therefore I can easily compute omega n to be 5 radian per second by comparing these two formulas. Okay, therefore zeta can be easily computed to be 0.4 if I am putting this equals to 4. Omega n square is 25, so omega n is 5. If I am putting 2 zeta omega n, it is equals to 4, then I am finding zeta, it is 0.4. okay, and this will be in radian per second. Okay, right, then we can clearly see that this is undamped system or undamped system. I know response, and I know that the response just like this. Okay, it will be something like this, which I had this term theta in my earlier classes, right? And then once I know the zeta value, I know omega n. Okay, so I could compute omega d, which turn out to be 4.58 radian per second, and I will do all the computation and I just end up with expression 1 minus 0.44 e to the power minus 2t sine 4.58 t minus e to the power minus 2t cos 4.58. okay, so I will just skip intermediate steps, but it should be easy to compute in that way. Another way to do is that I know ys is equals to 25 by s square plus 4s plus 25, and I could write this down in this way. This is my reference value or input, so I could just write this, okay, because I am having a step response and its Laplace transform is 1 by s. Okay, then I am doing partial fraction, and then so this could be the inverse Laplace transform yt. Okay, so yt is inverse Laplace transform, and this is equals to this, because I can compute directly by the formula and using inverse Laplace transform, right, based on whichever is comfortable. In my point of view, Laplace transform is much easy to do because it's become difficult to remember the formulas, so it's always easy to use Laplace transform in control system. Next is I will give you gs equals to 25 by s plus 5. It is in this shape, 25 by s and s plus 5. okay, and hs is 1. I have negative feedback. I have to find out what is omega n, what is zeta, omega d, tr, rise time, percentage, overshoot, and settling time. So the transfer function of ys by rs is gs1 plus gs hs for negative feedback system. Okay, I'm just putting the values. I will get this 25 by s square plus 5s plus 25. I will just compare with general formula. Okay, it will give me omega n equals to 5 from this. Then 2 zeta omega n is equals to 5 over here. So I can get the value of zeta equals to 0.5. I know omega n and I know zeta. Now I can compute omega d. Okay, omega d is 4.55 radian per second, and I have this rise time, which is pi minus theta by omega d. Okay, theta I know is cos inverse zeta, therefore pi minus this will be cos inverse zeta, and this is 0.48 second. Peak time is pi by omega d, so omega d is this over here, and it will be 0.24 seconds. And then percentage overshoot is directly depends on the damping. That will give me 16.36%. And finally the settling time is 2%. I'm taking 2% of tolerance criteria, so it will be 1.6. okay, quite straightforward, right? So once you write down the closed loop and compute the omega n and zeta, everything else is fit into the formula, right? Third problem is, well, I am given a system like this: 10 by s plus 2, 4 by s plus 8. Okay, then there is a plus, there is a minus, this is 1, this is ys. In this problem is to find out steady state error for a unit step input. Okay, if I done this 3-4 lectures ago, I would have done, used calculate first transfer function, where GS is obtained as 40, 1 plus GSHS is, I will just calculate it. I will just put the formula in: GS 1 plus GSHS, and my GS is 40 s plus 2 s plus 8. Okay, I compute over here and I will get this value. Now this is my transfer function. Then I would compute this with the help of final value. I'm not really interested in finding the entire signal in this with time, but I'm only interested in finding the steady state error. Okay, so what is final value of ys? So final value is limit s approaches to 0, s into ys. I'm just writing it as step response. If you remember, my input is step input, so my reference signal is 1 by s. Okay, so I'm just putting in this, I'm calculating it, s will get cancelled out. Okay, then I'm putting s equals to 0, this will get cancelled, this will get cancelled, it will be 40 by 56, which is nothing else but 0.714. and steady state error is reference signal minus actual signal. Okay, and so it is 1 is my reference value which I want, and this is my actual input which I calculated over here. So 0.286, but since there is a slightly longer process, but now I know directly how to calculate the steady state error. I will just clear it a little bit. This is first method of finding it. This is first method. This is second method. Okay, since I now know how to calculate steady state error given the type system to be 0. Now this is my type 0 system and my input is step, right? So if I have this GS, if you remember, I can calculate position error by using this formula. I'm putting GS value, then I'm calculating limit S approaches to 0. It is 40 by 16, that is 2.5. Then my error is 1 by 1 plus position error, if you remember. Of course, just tell me already that. So how do I compute that? So it is again 0.86. So there are two methods. You can use any, whichever is comfortable for you. Okay. Now the last problem. I have given a system which look like this: RS, ES, I have K, then I have a certain disturbance, then I have a plant which look like this. I have 1 by S to the power H. Here H is any number or any integer value. Then I have S plus 2 by S plus 1, S square plus 10S plus 40, right? So this is my entire plant as it looks, and this is negative feedback, plus here, minus here. Okay, so DS and K, my K, and so on. So this is my YS. So the first part, I would want to find H such that for a suitable value of gain K. Additionally, let us assume that my disturbance is identically equals to 0. So H should be such that the steady state error for step response is 0, and steady state error again for ramp reference is non-zero, constant, which means we are just interested in finding the type of system. Okay, so let's recollect quickly. So I have a system 0. Suppose I am assuming my system is type 0 and input is being stepped. So my ES is 1 by 1 plus KP. This was again for H equals to 0. My type of system is 0 and this is step input. What I am looking at is that steady state error for step response is not 0. Okay, so now H is equals to 0. I would have some steady state error. This is not 0. This is error is not equals to 0. But what my statement wants, that it should be 0. So I should at least have H equals to 1. So that I have a type system 1, and then step input, then ES goes to 0, and that we know. Now this is what the answer is. I want this thing, so this will give me this, that my system is H equals to 1. Okay, so if just this was the statement, I could say H could be 0 or even more. It could be H equals to 2, H could be 2, and this statement still would be satisfied. That is, steady state error would be 0. Then this statement would satisfy for even type 2, type 3 and so on. However, the second statement says that in addition to steady state error for a step response to be 0, it should also have a non-zero constant error for ramp input or for a velocity input. So what was the nature for these things? So if I have a H equals to 1, I am assuming H equals to 1. Okay. The input is ramp, and I know that there is a constant error given by, I think, 1 by kV or something. We know how to compute that kV. So answer could be H. Well, it of course can't be 0. H can't be 0 because if H is 0, this statement is not satisfied. So it should be either 1 or greater because of this second statement. And this second statement, this is my second statement. So by third statement, realistically it will only be 1, right? Because if I take a system t equals to 2 and then error is not constant, it is 0 error, right? So at type t equal type 2, if I have a type 2 system, then the ramp input, my steady state error will goes to 0. This is not allowed. I don't want this thing. I want my error to be some constant value, non-zero value. So if I am just type 1 system, therefore the answer would be h equals to 1. H should be equals to 1. Okay, so this is the first part of my numerical, in which I find out that my system type should be 1, because if I am taking type equals to 0, type 0, h equals to 0, my second statement is not satisfied. And if I am taking type 2 equals 2, then my third statement is not satisfied. These both statements are satisfied only for type 1 system. Okay, so let me call this block as g dash s, and the second part I want to find out k such that when my disturbance signal is step and reference RT is 0, I want to find out limit t approaches to infinity is equals to 0.01, right? So I want to find out the gain k such that when there is no reference and disturbance which is step, yt should goes to 0.01. Now after this, for this value of k, find the steady state error for unit ramp and dt equal to 0, right? So let's do the first part. Find k which is under step disturbance, no input. Okay, will give me an output at steady state equals to 0.01. Okay, so this is my Vs by ds, Rs equals to 0, g dash s 1 plus k g dash s. We saw how to derive the transfer function in previous tutorials, numericals. Now what I would want is ds. ds is step, right? So ys is equals to 1 by s. Then this is my transfer function. I'm calculating my transfer function over here. Okay, and this entire thing here expanded to this. Okay, now y infinity is, again I apply final value theorem. This is y infinity final value theorem. S approaches to 0, s into ys, and I do all the maths and I get 2 by 2k. I'm putting value, s is multiplied, so it will get cancelled with this s. All the s's are 0. Okay, so I will apply all the maths and I will have 2 by 2k, right? And that is to be equals to 0.01. So my k value is 100. Now this is first part. I'm calculating first part. Second part is, for this value of k, I have to find steady state error. So this is the solution for second part. So the question was to find a gain k, which for d being unit step results in steady state error y 0.01, and I just solve this and I get k equals to 100. Now in second part, assume there is no disturbance and I will take this value k equals to 100. Okay, so I first this was the first part. Now I'm not interested in that, what the value h at the moment. For this 100 was computed. So we did this for h equals to 1, right? We keep the value h equals to 1 from the previous one and then compute the value of gain k such that output is 0.01. So for these two values h and k, I want to find out a steady state error for a unit ramp, assuming my disturbance is to be 0. So this is again type 1 system and I have an input which is unit ramp, and I know the error is definitely not equals to 0. It has some constant value. So let's compute what is the constant value. So the steady state error is 1 by kV. kV is velocity error constant, and what is the kV? kV is limit s approaches to 0 gs. Okay, getting into maths, limit s approaches to 0, I am putting the value of s into gshs. Okay, so I will take this entire gs now. Okay, so k is the 100 value, k value is 100. I'm just taking entire gs. Okay, so k is 100 in the numerator and I have s plus 2, then denominator h is equals to 1. Okay, so I have one pole at the origin. Okay, so I can do all the computation. So this guy goes away in numerator and I left with 200 by 40. This will give me kV. 5 is my kV. So steady state error is 1 by kV, 1 by 5 is 0.2. So that's just straightforward using the formula. The only trick is how to get the transfer function for d to y, putting r equals to 0, finding appropriate value of h and k, again using final value theorem, and then using just formula for steady state error, give that system type 1 and input is ramp. Yeah, okay, so that's all for today's lecture. Thank you.